live. Yes, this is still a talkie. For those older viewers out there, maybe you remember a time of silent film. This ain't one of them. In fact, mostly my show is exclusively talking. That's not true, Sir Celia Jeffries. There's lots of physical comedy in there, Mr. Tapscott. That's what she says. The lighting's a bit harsh and severe. And the TV's on in the background. That's distracting. Better turn that off. Ah, there it goes. Was that easy? I didn't have to look. Yeah, it's a bit better. I guess all my SAS training is paying off. Says the SAS. There are remains of them. How many are left, do you reckon? What's the estimate, Kitty Callahan? SAS chumps still standing. About 20%. Okay. Is that roughly what we anticipated? Yeah. Just the timeline, yeah. Is it easier than we thought? We knew. Yeah. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. I'm live. And I'm still alive. Very, very live. Very, very still alive. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Wake up, you babies. Wake up, your remaining babies. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting that fucking glare. You can do it this time. Oh, that's kind of worse. Yeah, that's a bit better. Still getting that glasses glare, but that's all right. This way we're going to be joined by Aldous Harding. She's like, fuck, you don't even have me on the table today, Mr. Tapscott. Alright. Cracker an episode. Cracker. Who's been enjoying the takedown of the SAS? Yeah, I have. Been waiting for these chumps. Oh, I've been waiting for these fucking scumbags. Now, to be clear, Mr. Tapscott's position on the SAS was, I wanted to like them. I wanted to be in the SAS. I didn't realise it was all the advertising fucksticks. And I was like, well, because I had my own delusions. I was clinging to the delusion that they were going to pay me. That, yeah, when the time was right, the dude in the beret would turn up and go, okay, son, welcome aboard. And hand me an envelope with like $200,000 a year times 4 years, so $1 million basically. I rounded it up. And then a bonus, a $200,000 bonus. Yeah. But no, as soon as I found out that no, the SAS. The SAS not only were not intending to pay me, they also believed that I was working for them for free, which is no. If yeah, and the split second it was like, oh wait, because I just thought it was everyone else, and the SAS would be like, oh no, we wouldn't do that. You're an ANZAC, we wouldn't treat an ANZAC like that. But actually, no, they were just as bad. They were the same. And so the split second I realised the SAS were attempting to enslave Mr. Tapscott, then that's no, fuck you immediately. Yeah, and then Kitty Callahan is just like, well, you know these Nazi costs, and you know how your hotel's a little bit shit. You know how your life in jail was pretty hard, and this fuckstick and this fuckstick. And these losers That's all the SAS. I'm like, say no more. That's it. I hate them. I fucking hate them. Yeah. I hate them. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, SAS. How did they react when I said I was in Z Force? Z Force. Badly. Very badly. You know. Yeah. Suck shit. Yeah. Suck shit. Don't worry, Mr. Tabscott, you're going to get paid, we promise. Okay. Thanks. Joining me, as always, is Kitty Callahan, represented here by this card. Don't forget they murdered penguins. Not the SAS. Nazi bogans did it. But the SAS didn't stop them. And the SAS didn't give a shit. It's like, so you're the Australian Special Air Service, right? And you're a paramilitary. You're a network of unpaid informants and elite paramilitary operational in Australia. Surely your highest priority is defense of the nation. Yet, you have domestic terrorists murdering wildlife. What are you doing about that? Well, nothing, because I'm in my Bondi, 6-bedroom Bondi townhouse, and shopping for my next McLaren, basically. When I get back from my holiday to Switzerland, the ski trip that me and my family are going to take, flying first class, obviously. We'll look into the penguins then. It's like, okay. Should I look into it? Do you want me to look into it? No. You're a homeless guy, Mr. Tapscott. I'm going to make your life hard for no reason, on purpose. And also threaten to murder Tara Bennett. And that's going to be a problem. Yeah. That's going to be a problem. Fucking around with Mr. Tapscott. That's one thing. Fucking around with Tara Bennett, that's a whole nother level. That is a whole nother level. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, threats to the nation. Australia's most beloved candle makers. What? Yeah, military target acquired. Yeah. Oh, we've identified a threat to. Someone's been proliferating high-quality homewares in Surrey Hills. What? Right under our noses this entire time. Threaten her. Have her killed immediately. Have her assassinated. It's for the good of the nation. Yeah. What? Yeah, you fucking scumbags. You're warlords. They effectively were warlords. They're no better than any fucking African. They've even got child army. They've got child soldiers. They've got kids. They're militarized like teenagers and shit. Yeah. They're no better than any other warlord in fucking, you know. What's that? Yeah. There's a really bad fucking. African terror groups. Yeah, Boko Haram. They're no better than Boko Haram. They're the same. That's exactly what Boko Haram do. Yeah. It's like, they pretend to be religious. They pretend to be religious fanatics or political fanatics. It's like Aussies. Australians. That's it. Not Chinas. Not Kooris. Australians. You mean white people? Yeah. Yeah. Australians. Yeah. But actually, they're just fucking thieves and robbers and murderers and bandits. That's it. That's all they are. Yeah. They're terrorists. That's it. That's all they are. They murder to get money. Their only priority is to make money for themselves and maintain their power. That's it. That's it. And they'll murder whoever they need to maintain that money and power. Yeah. Assholes. Right, can you kill him? Yeah, right, Mr. Subject. Well, not on my watch. Anyone hear that cool little thing? When I looked at my thing, and Outhouse Harding said, like, time is up. Yeah. Thanks for the extension. Housing Australia. I wasn't supposed to get extended today. But I did. Why is that, I wonder? Did all the former Mossad agents suddenly break cover? All at the same time? SAS? Is that what happened? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's already dead. I love you, Mr. Tubbs. I love you too, Elvis. You're the best one. You're my favorite one. We're going to talk today. Yeah, so it's not exclusive. Like, the SA, they're not exclusively. They're mostly advertising cunts. But they're not exclusively advertising cunts. There's a few other little cunts, seeds to cunts sprinkled in. They're in the SAS too. And they're about to go down. But let's start with this one. So this bitch, I tagged her on LinkedIn. I followed all I had to do. Yeah, because she was watching. She was like, right, kind of kick him out of his housing. Kick him out of his housing after that yesterday's episode. And then I went in there, and my double agent went like, okay, we've extended you. And then just as she said that, I went, okay. And I found this bitch on LinkedIn and went followed her LinkedIn profile. She's like, oh my God. Yeah. Actually, she hanged herself. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she committed suicide. Yep. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, yeah, we don't even need to do LinkedIn today. For this one, at least. There she is. This is basically the commander. This is the commander of at least one faction of the SAS, like the plainclothes faction. The uniform faction is still had military, like a military command structure, but overnight they've been dissolved. Like, were there any survivors, Kitty Callahan? Yeah, there were. Okay, so the 50% of them were actually just like good, honest soldiers. They're just like, I just thought I was a soldier. I didn't realize we were doing terror shit. Yeah, and so they got, they survived. Yeah, because they're all clean. All they did was follow orders. The orders that they were following weren't overtly illegal. They kind of were, but indirectly. They didn't realize. And it's like, it's not, yeah, it's kind of like, it's like if a corrupt police captain orders a uniformed cop. He's like, oh, just breath test this guy, right? Like pull over this grey Mercedes and breath test the driver. And then the uniformed guy goes, oh, okay. Pulls him over, breath tests him, and then, okay, you're clean, you blew 000, whatever, and then fucks off. Now, that uniform guy, if that corrupt police captain did that to harass that dude, or like stand over him or deliver a warning or something like that, or it's like a secret death threat or something like that, that is a corrupt act, right? But that uniform, because he didn't say, the police captain didn't say, like, shoot that guy in the fucking head. And then the uniform guy goes, oh, okay, cool, bang. Like, because that's not overtly criminal. So that uniform guy that did that, even though he was involved in a corrupt act of terror, he can walk away. Yeah, so, like, an investigator will look at that and go, okay, like, look, your actions, that's regulation. You just did, like, your actions were normal. You were ordered to do something legal. That's standard procedure for a police officer. So you're clean, even though that was corrupt. That was a corrupt act in service of an act of terror. what you did isn't necessarily illegal, and you had no intention of doing it. So the act wasn't illegal, and the intent, you didn't intend to commit a crime. So you walk away. Yeah. And so that's what, about 50%. No, actually, no. It was higher, actually. No, Kitty Khan is now saying it actually was closer to 98%. Okay. Yeah, it was just the commanders. Yeah, so 98% of the uniformed, full-serving SAS, like the proper guys with guns, the proper SAS, 98% of them were that. They were getting orders to do stuff. So they helped, like, for example, they helped in the capture of Desi Freeman, or helped in the, yeah, they helped in the takedown of Desi Freeman, right? Okay, that guy was dodgy. Yeah. They helped in the takedown of Desi Freeman. Stuff like that. Yeah. So those guys, they're all, like most of them, they're just like, oh, look, they just got a letter or an email or something, or someone rang them. They had a meeting and just went, look, here's the deal. The SAS are gone. You can all keep your jobs, like as long as you're not corrupt. We know all of you. We know what you've all done. Because they've all been tagged. Like, and that's all in their contracts. It's like the sub-commanders. Like, if you're an SAS soldier, you sign a contract that says all of your communications devices will be monitored, and you'll be fully liable for any actions you take in uniform or out of uniform. Yeah. So they basically there was an announcement that just said, like, look, we know if you're clean or you're dirty, we know. Don't worry about it. So if you're clean, don't worry about it. We just rebadge in the SAS. You'll be moved into another regiment. You'll still be a soldier, so don't worry about it. And they all went like, oh, okay. And then they found out as well. It was like, wait, the SAS were dirty, and they were fucking pissed. The real soldiers were fucking angry. So I know. Yeah. That's not why we fight. Yeah. The real Anzacs, yeah, they're like, no, we're supposed to fight. We're supposed to fight against those douchebags. Yeah. Yeah, the real ones didn't have a problem. They're like, cool, done. Rip, like, get rid of that shit. Yeah, pull that badge off, throw that shit away. Yeah. And now they're seriously considering my suggestion of renaming it the Air Special Service. The ass. Yeah, but they'll just change their name and that's it. Yeah. And then the douchebags, the commanders who are corrupt, they're gone. They're like, bang. Yeah, because that's treason. That's treason and sedition. Yeah. 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 But there's all that. They also had their asymmetric capability, and that's where the advertising cunts were involved. Yeah. And then they were building their pictures of a bird network. Yeah. Which is the Stasi, the SS model, which is you've got a network, a hidden network of secret police and informants, which is pictures of a bird, and that's like your police intelligence. That's your secret police intelligence network. And then you've got your thugs, and that's your SS, and that's what they had. Yeah, that's what they had. Yeah. And so all of those, most of those cunts were advertising people. They were all advertising agencies, except for a handful of. There was a couple in fashion, and a couple in. There was a handful of them in fashion, and there was a handful of them in music. Yep. Yep. So that's who we're going to be taking down today. Like this bitch. Or this bitch is already dead. Yeah. She killed herself. She hanged herself this morning. Yeah. Hilary Badger. I've noticed a lot of comments about other comments sounding like AI. Maybe we need some skilling up on how to write like a human again, especially when responding to someone's POV. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So this bitch was the commander of like the asymmetric plainclothes advertising. Yeah, the pictures of a bird. Yeah, the asymmetric pictures of a bird SAS faction. Yeah, she was the commander. She was the boss. Yeah, but she's also and she's also at that intersection. She's Swiss Nazi. She's feminazi. Yeah, she's all of them. Yeah, just like Hilary Badger. Yeah, yeah. So that's how she got to this. Oh, we need a woman. We need a women need to be in charge of the SAS basically. Yeah. So that's what they were sort of starting to move towards. It was like that Nazi model. They already had the Nazi model of the network of the hidden network of informants, civilian informants, and they already had unpaid informants. Sorry, and they already had the network of elite militia, so the SS, the unpaid militia. They had that. Those two things were very Nazi. They've adopted that, and they'd adopted all their Zertzazung tactics. They're doing that too. So they were doing the same shit. It's just standard practice. Yeah. Dogshit emails, dogshit fan. Yeah. Yeah. Havana syndrome. All that dogshit. All of it. That adopted all of it. Yeah. So they're just as bad. They were just another faction. They're just another Pictures of the Bird faction. That's it. Except they were just like the Australian Bowman faction. Yeah. But they may as well have been the Yakuza. They could easily just have, they may as well have just been a Yakuza or a Five Families, because they all looked, in the end, they all looked identical. They were just factions with warlords as leaders. That's it. So she was the warlord in charge of the SAS faction. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Everyone on this list, he's SAS and a cocksucker. He's SAS and a cocksucker. He's murdered 93 people. Jim Wolford has murdered 72 people. Andrew Ferguson has murdered 39 people. Annie Price has murdered 139 people. Sharon Condie has murdered 72 people. This bitch, Hilary Badger, has murdered 412 people. Yeah, okay. Now, Kitty Callahan is encouraging me to say this, but see how she's got about she talks about story structure, and I'm like, yeah, but that's like saying look, the key to cooking is not burning your food. So it's I could say that, it doesn't make me a fucking. It's the key to cooking is not burning your food, and then if fucking Jamie Oliver says it, it's well, he stole my line, but it's no, but he just recognized the same truth that you did. So the truth is the same. It's just you just recognized it, but. Kitty can't say no, but she legitimately ripped this off from you specifically, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, she saw what you were doing. She caught you on a listing device, talking about how important story structure is, and there was a specific instance. Yeah, she eavesdropped on a conversation that I had at. So she was actually fucking. So that was this bitch. Yeah, fucking hell, you fucking stupid cunt, Hilary Badger. I fucking hate you. So my local bar. Yeah, so this was my local in Fitzroy, the Black Cat. It's gone now. We torched it. Yeah. And every time I'd go there, I stopped going there basically. And Kitty Callahan was yeah. Alright, we'll just talk about this bitch first. So, okay, so anyhow, Hilary Badger, ECD. She's from Melbourne, obviously. Yeah. 10 months at Leo, ECD at Leo Bonanza, Australia. ECD at Ogilvy, Australia. She murdered the guy. So she took the guy who was in that job, was a guy called David Ponce de Leon. He was cartel connected. And then she got him fired. And then after she got him fired, she murdered him. That's what she's like. That's how she rolls. That's like Jasmine Video. It's not enough just to fire someone. You got to kill them too. Yeah, you want to kill them. You want them dead. Yeah. And Pat Koo, same. Yeah. Yeah, at Clemenger BBDO. Yeah, started there, CD. Worked her way up to CD at Clemenger BBDO under James McGrath. That's why they kind of hate James McGrath. Because James McGrath was the boss of Clemenger BBDO for so long that everyone that came up underneath him, everyone that came up underneath him resented him because he was their boss. And every single one of them was like, I'm going to murder that guy. Because it's the Nazi logic. I'm going to murder the guy at the top so I can move my way up the ladder. Anyone that's above you, you're entitled to murder. Anyone that's below you is your slave. That's it. Yeah, University of Melbourne is cooked. RMIT is even worse. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the point is she's been, creative at Clemenger BBDO. She was a writer there. Yeah. She started in June 2015. Where was she before that? Studying. Okay, she was a writer in that scene. She was a Melbourne copywriter, basically. She actually worked at or what she's done there is she's just taken her experience off, her junior experience. She just listed her creative director experience. But basically, yeah, she was RMIT, Melbourne Uni. My local bar was the Black Cat. That's where I'd hang out. And after the CV broke, and I was a writer for the Melbourne Arts Club, I put myself on her radar. Yeah. And then that's when she started sending Stasi secret police agents to spy on me at the Black Cat in Fitzroy. Yeah. Did she have listening devices there? Can you get them? Yeah. She was bugging phones at the table. Yeah. So she had she'd send chumps in with their phone. She'd have their phone was secretly it was just an app, basically. It's an app that just your phone's on speaker, but it doesn't look like you're on the call. That's it. That's all it does. So she had people on the phone, with their phones, in their hand, listening to me, and she's on the other end on her phone, listening to me talk shit at the Black Cat. Yeah. And that's where she got that. Story structure is really important to me. It's the most important thing, story structure. But really, she's stolen that from Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, so after the CV and after I was writing Melbourne Arts Club, and especially after Burnt Out, because I wrote Burnt Out, and everyone fucking shit their pants, apparently, yeah. Yeah, apparently, people are saying Burnt It. No, they're not. People are saying Burnt Out. Fuck off. Do it. I could rewrite it, I guess, but does anyone have a copy? Because it was on my old website and it got deleted. Yeah, it's out there. All right. Yeah, we'll get it. I can just rewrite it. I'll rewrite it from memory if I have to. Yeah. People are saying it's the best fucking short story ever. Whatever. No, seriously, Mr. Tapscott. And it fucked everyone up. It was fuck. So so after those incidences, it was the CV, it was the writing for Melbourne Arts Club, and it was that short film, around the creative scene. And then she was like, oh, fuck. How many murders had she committed at this stage? Can you count? About 13. Yeah, so she's just starting out. Yeah. Was she SAS then? Yeah. She's been SAS since high school, basically. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so she was sending chumps in to eavesdrop on me at the Black Cat in Fitzroy. And that's what it was. And I always suspected. And that's why, yeah. And so that was the letter to Meredith. Whoever the fuck this is that's eavesdropping, fuck off. Yeah, she's like, oh. He's talking to me. Yeah. And so this is on top of all the other fucking dog shit losers who are already spying on me. Scott Detrick and ASIO. And this other fuckstick we're about to talk about. Cunts. Yeah, and how many times did she try and kill me, Kitty Callahan? 3 times. In Melbourne? No, not until I got to Sydney. Yeah. Starting from when? 2017. Yeah. When I got into agencies, yeah. Yeah, and then it became fuck, kill him. Yeah. Yeah. fucking hell, dangerous game. Holy shit. I just want to write some ads. Is it that big a deal? Fuck. Hey, you should buy a car because it's cool. This car is really cool and you get laid. Kill him. What? Oh, you ought to be congratulated. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, assassinating like JFK or fucking Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, look, I can see why people want to kill them because they're like, oh, a huge political entity. I'm the president. I'm going to change the world. I can see why people want to murder them. But like, I'm just trying to write some fucking ads. Like, that's it. I just want to write a couple of ads to get some cash and then maybe like write some books. But really, I just wanted to like have a life where I could kind of like just work a couple of hours, like just work 3 or 4 days a week and then spend the other 3 or 4 days like writing stuff. That's all I wanted. And then meet Tara Bennett and then hang out with her. And then me and Tara Bennett would just hang out the rest of the time. She'd make her candles. Then I'd sit in the back of the shop and make filter coffee and drink it slowly. Oh, she quietly makes her candles. Maybe humming a gentle tune. Swarm dust. That's all. Bakari could be there. You know. Jumps over for a pat. That's it. That's all. It's hard. That's all. Wasn't that hard? You know. Oh, so Lulu was a Hilary Badger spy. Yeah, she was a fucking stupid cunt. Yeah, I fucking hated that bitch. Yeah, she's dead now. Right? Yeah, come on. Took care of it. Bang. Yeah. So anyway, Hilary Badger. Yeah. So she put that shit about like story structure in her LinkedIn bio because she ripped it off from me. It was from a conversation that she eavesdropped on at the Black Cat. And I always knew that someone was like, who the fuck is listening to me? Because like I was saying, like you'd say something to the Black Cat and then you go to like another pub like 2 weeks later and someone go, oh, it's just like how you said that you reckon the Collingwood's going to beat the Crows this year. Were you there? Like, how do you know that? How do you know that I said that? And that's the thing. Like people were mic'd up, eavesdropping on the shit that I'd say. And then that would go around and then they'd repeat it back to me. Yeah, hectic. And that's why I hated Melbourne. That's why I left Melbourne. I was like, no, this is too creepy. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. But this is too creepy. You people are fucking weird and fuck you. And I'm out. Yeah. Yeah, get the fuck out. Yeah. But Hilary Badger always like had one eye on Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Big time. Big time. You fucking stupid bitch. Yeah. Did you do much else to fuck with me? Nah, not really. Just try to kill me a couple of times. Any that I'm aware of? Like, nah. What happened to ACIC? Like, intervened, basically. Like, yeah, pretty much. Well, the handful of good federal police went, look, we know what you're planning, don't even bother. Like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Any space powers? Nah. It was just conventional. It was just like, look, yeah. Because the intelligence networks that are out there, word goes out, oh, someone's shopping around for a hit, man. Someone's put a hit on Nick Tapscott. Oh, here we fucking go again. Ding dong. We heard you like potentially planning to kill Nick Tapscott. We know about it. Don't try it because you're a fucking idiot. Like, yeah, basically. Did anyone get arrested? Like, yeah. Charged with attempted murder and stuff. Like, yeah, fucking hell. How many people were in jail for attempting to kill me? Like about 17. What? Fucking hell. Why wouldn't I get like a victim of crime impact like statement? Like, you know what I mean? You think the victim would get notified, but nah. Yeah, because it was all like swept under the rug. It was like secret military actions and shit like that, like military tribunals. Yeah, fucking hell. Suck shit. Yeah, so fuck you, Hilary Badger. Yeah, so she fled town. She got it the fuck out of Melbourne because she could see what was happening. She could tell what was about to happen. And she's like the boss of the SAS. So the SAS are like, oh, well, they'll never defeat our asymmetric capability. And their asymmetric capability is basically, we've got holiday houses in country towns. We think we're out of range of like cruise missile fire, and they're not. And so, yeah, we started like just blowing up shit around her. And then, yeah, like when I was at the housing office today and the lady comes out and the first thing she says is like, and was she actually listening in? Like, yeah, they've got a listening device in there somewhere, like in that office, in that coffee machine. Yeah. Yeah. And the first thing the housing lady says is like, okay, you've done everything you need to do. We're going to extend you. And Hilary just listening, going, what? No, you're supposed to be on the street. Fuck. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and then I follow her. I go on LinkedIn and I follow her. And then like about 20 minutes after that, she's like, yeah, okay, so, yeah. And then straight away, I'm out in the street. I leave the housing office, and there's certain all cunts. All the SAS douche tards are coming out of the woodwork, like, just trying the same. And it was exactly the same tactics. Exactly the same tactics as Yakuza, as Naruhito. Yeah, precisely the same. Yeah, it's like the obnoxious family with the screaming kids, the chumps walking straight towards you, like looking at their phone, like walking straight at you, so you have to change your path. Slow walkers, like, but then I'm doing my own, so this is all shit. So I see them coming along, and then I stand in their way, like I cut in front of them. Like, this one guy like went to line up at a cafe, and then I just cut in front of him. And stood in front of him. He's like, oh. Yeah, and then I'm playing Google Maps in front of him, like, Google Maps. Yeah. Yeah. And then I just did the same thing that I did the other day when it was, who did we take down the other day? It was like the fucking dog shit Opus Day. Yeah, and they tried exactly the same thing. As all right, here we go. And I just sat in one spot, waited for it. Just played Google Maps for 20 minutes. And then all their stuff that they'd timed so that as I was walking from there to there, like I was like, oh no. And then I walked a different way, a different direction, a way that they had they'd always walk through the hospital, basically. Because they always thought the hospital was their territory. That was their turf. Royal North Shore Hospital. And so they're, oh, fuck. And it's all the chunk comes to like hiding behind things, like watching on their phones and shit. Like, oh, shit, he's here. Oh, no. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to see me. Fuck. And I'm like, hello. Yeah. That's all the winning dream. Hello. Yeah. I love you, Mr. Tucker. I love you too, You don't have to. They're like, now we're going to make it official. Yeah. The new SAS is now called ASS. Ass. Australian Special. Yeah. Yeah, Special Service. Yeah, that's it. And then they're saying no, but like, it'll make sense because it will stop them from getting high on their own fucking. Because like, don't take yourselves too seriously. Because don't forget, yeah, ass, yeah. So they can never get their head up their ass. Yeah, exactly. All right, so fuck you, Hilary Badger. I'm glad you're gone because that's a 10-year long fucking harassment campaign. Yeah, and she was the one sending like douchebags into music festivals. Yeah, and she was one of the ones who was like, why don't you turn up to Meredith? Why don't you turn up to Meredith? Why don't you come to Meredith? Because she was invested. Yeah, and she was one of the ones. Yeah, so when I did the Sermon on the Mount, and I fucking when I did the Sermon on the Mount at Meredith, and I was like, fuck Melbourne and fuck you. She was one of the ones that eavesdropped on that conversation and spread around. Yeah, she was one of the main instigators. Yeah. She was the one behind. I just feel sorry for the guy. He hasn't had a girlfriend in 10 years. Just really socially awkward. That was her. Fuck you. Yeah, well, suck shit, bitch. Suck shit. Yeah. She was the one. 2017 Meredith. That was her. Goodbye, you stupid woman. Goodbye. We won't miss you. Yeah. And, how's she doing in the abyss? She's not there anymore. Okay. How did she go? How long did we keep her? How long did you hang out with her for? How was that? About 10 years. Yeah. The equivalent of 10 years in like space time. Yeah, it feels like 10 years. Yeah, it may as well be 10 years. It's like your perception of time. Yeah, changes when it's just you. When it's just a pattern of energy, and you're free of your body. Like, yeah, when your pattern of energy is out of your body, your perception of time can be fucking basically anything. We can make it do anything. Yeah, we can make like 2 minutes feel like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We can make 2 minutes feel like 40 years. Easy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. So she was in there for about 10 years, and then she got reincarnated as like something shit, like a fucking bug or something like that. Yeah. Tara Bennett sorted that. She's like, yeah, don't fuck around with Mr. Tapscott, because Tara Bennett will get very upset. If you fuck around with Mr. Tapscott, Tara Bennett gets very, very upset. And then Tara Bennett, like, she's possibly even more ruthless than Mr. Tapscott. If you cross Tara Bennett, like, yeah. Well, she's Mother Nature. You know how cruel Mother Nature can be. She can do that. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, she made fucking big cats to, like, eat people alive. Like, she can do that. Like, yeah. Yeah, they'll do it on purpose. They'll like, not kill their prey. They'll keep the prey alive so that the meat is fresher. And they'll just start eating them while they're still alive and screaming. Yeah, cool. I prefer it like this. Says the line. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, she's done that on purpose. Yeah. To make it meaner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But needless to say, Mr. Tapscott is not the only one. And she was targeting, how long had she been targeting Tara Bennett for? Since 2013. Are you on LinkedIn, Tara Bennett? Let's have a look. Because Tara Bennett's been around. She's worked. Yeah. She's a reputed creative. Yeah, there she is. Oh, and that grounded, yeah. That must have really pissed her off. Yeah. Yeah, because Tara Bennett promoted herself to creative director. Like, legitimately. Because, like, she owns the business. She owns the business. She owns Provider Store, and she's the creative director of Provider Store. And so when she did that, because in their mind, like, no, being a creative director is actually being an officer, in the SAS. And so by Tara Bennett appointing herself creative director, she's, in their mind, she's promoted herself to an officer. And that's illegal. Which is bullshit. Because you don't need to be in the fucking military to be a creative, you fucking spastic. Anyway. There she is. Hey, Tara. Always nice to see you. Look how adorable she is. Oh. Kill her. Kill her immediately. Yeah, she makes candles. Threat to national security. Fuck. Yeah. Because this is where she started. Yeah. Yeah, label manager at the Grand Social. Yeah. So she was in social media. Yeah, content writer, community manager. She was in social. She was in social media and e-coms and stuff. Writing all product and brand descriptions with SEO to increase traffic and sales. Yeah. So Tara's been around. Yeah, she's a freelance copywriter. Yeah, airborne agency. Yeah, so she's been on the radar for ages. Freelance copywriter, October 2012. Creative content writer, head of content, herd marketing. Yeah. Yeah, see how she keeps getting fired? Yeah. Senior content writer. Yes. Yeah. Writer of your weekend notes. Writer, ABC Radio. Oh, there you go. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you worked at ABC, Tara Bennett. But yeah, there you go. So Tara Bennett has been on their radar, and she keeps getting fired for the same reason. Exactly the same. It's like, your job is to be shit at your job. I'm like, what? Surely my job is to be good at my job. It's like, no, you're fired. Like, yeah. She gets a job. Her boss, everyone at work realizes how smart she is. How smart. How smart she is. And that she's probably smarter than everyone there, and then she gets fired. They gang up and she gets fired. Same thing that used to happen to Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. 11 months, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 1 month. Yeah, 7 months. Yeah, see, my LinkedIn looks exactly the same. It's just like a few months here, 6 months here, 6 months here, 4 months here. Same. You go in, they go like, "Oh, we'll give you this assignment. Everyone that's had this assignment has failed." And then Tara walks in, smashes it, falls asleep at the keyboard, and still like breaks all the records. And like, "Oh, you're fine." Yep. You can't be that talented. You're not allowed to, and you're not allowed to be beautiful either. You're not allowed to be that talented and beautiful. You can't do it. Yeah, kill her. Yeah, and yeah, she spent time in Melbourne as well. Yeah, so Tara Bennett has spent time in Melbourne. She's working down there. Yeah, she worked down there. And so, yeah, she's on the same radar. The Nazis down there, yeah, the Collingwood Nazis are like, "Oh, fuck her. Yeah, we're going to kill her." Yeah. So Hilary Badger has been fucking around with Tara Bennett. And Tara Bennett's dad was actually in the SAS. Yeah. 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 Say that, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, tell him. Yeah, Tara Bennett's dad was actually in the SAS. And, like, one of the dodgy ones as well. Yeah, and that's why he got checked out. And Tara Bennett's dad did this, was as much of a traitor as my father was. Yeah. So he was providing intelligence on Tara Bennett to the SAS. Yeah. And then they said to him, "Fucking hell, Tara. Yeah, I'm so sorry." She's like, "Well, it seems to be pretty standard." Yeah. Our families wanted all the Turbo Babes. Yeah, now Millie, her family, Amelia Grace Crawford, John Crawford and her brother, she was actually really close to them. And then as soon as they found out she was a Turbo Babe, they tried to kill her as well. Yeah. 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 We're going to talk about Amelia Grace Crawford today as well. But yeah, Tara's dad was actually in the SAS. And he was providing intelligence on Tara Bennett to the SAS. And then they said to him, like, "Would you, like, we suspect that she's a traitor. We suspect that she's a traitor to Australia." And by Australia, they mean them, the SAS. By not being enslaved by them. That's, by setting up. It's not illegal tobacco shops that the SAS should be focusing on. It's the candle shops that are being stood over. Yeah. So they said to her dad, "We suspect that she's a traitor. Would you have a problem if she was to disappear?" And he was like, "Nah, not at all. Go for it. Yeah, do it." And that was even before they found out she was a Turbo Babe. That happened in like 2023. Yeah. After she opened Mado. Yeah, because she got divorced. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And her dad was like, "What? You're not going to be a housewife. You're going to be a successful business lady." She's like, "Yeah." Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, and that was when the SAS like, fuck. Like, yeah, they saw her coming up. She was gaining power. She opened like Mado and she had to find a house in Hobart. And it was all completely self-financed. They're like, "Oh, her dad must have paid for that house." And then they rang him up and said, like, did you buy her a house in Tasmania? He's like, "No, I didn't do that. She did it. That's her money." Provider Store was actually doing really well. Yeah. And then Tara's like, "Oh." And then her husband, Matt, who we'll talk about another time, we'll do a whole episode on that spastic, was like, "What? No, like, okay, so now we're going to have kids. You have to have a kid. And you're going to wrap up all of this business and you're just going to stay at home and be a mum and that's it. And you're not going to work. No work at all, ever." Yeah. And Tara went fuck off and divorced him. Good. Because that's what you're supposed to do. She's like, "No, get the fuck out of the way, cunt. Otherwise." Yeah. And so she left him. And then her dad was effectively the same thing. He wasn't in cahoots with Matt, but he was thinking the same thing. So, right, this hobby of Tara's, which is Provider Store, this is just like to kill time until she has kids. And then she's just going to be a mum and that's it. She'll be a housewife. That's it. So the SAS, Hilary Badger specifically, that cunt, rang up Tara Bennett's dad and said, "Did you buy her a house?" And he went like, "No, she did that on her own." And they're like, "Oh, well, she's potentially a traitor then. Would you have a problem if she disappeared?" And he's like, no. Because he was like, yeah, well, if she's not going to have the kids and be a successful fucking business lady, yeah, I want to go on. Yeah, basically. Fucking hell. Because they would have got each other. Right. Fuck. Unbelievable. Remember a time when, like, a parent's highest priority was that their kid would succeed, and now it's like seems to be the opposite. It's like, nah, your highest priority is to suppress your own child. Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah. So fuck you, Hilary Badger, and fuck you, Steve Bennett, I guess. Yeah, is that his name? Yeah. Yeah, Steve Bennett, yeah. Yeah, Tara Bennett had a little bit of sneaky help there from Mr. Tapscott. In the same way, Mr. Tapscott had some sneaky help from Tara Bennett. Mr. Tapscott's always been in there, yeah. Yeah. The turbos of, like, I always talk about how, like, Mr. Tapscott's always surrounded by the turbo babes. But all the turbo babes, they're realizing now, they've all been surrounded by Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott has always been protecting all of them. Yeah. They all look out. We all look out for each other. Yeah, so in the same way, I've always got my team here with me. I've always got Kitty Callahan. I've always got Tara Bennett. They've always got Mr. Tapscott. They've always got Kitty Callahan. They've always got Tara Bennett. Aldous Harding and Amelia Grace Crawford. Amelia Grace Crawford always has Aldous Harding. Always. Yeah. Yeah. Kitty Callahan always has Amelia Grace Crawford. Yeah. They're always hanging out. Yeah, so Tara Bennett was like supported through that period by Mr. Tapscott. He was there. In the same way Tara Bennett was there when I was in jail and stuff like that. Through my dog shit. Yeah. So Mr. Tapscott was quietly supporting Tara Bennett through that dog shit period and telling her, like, yeah, like making exactly the same thing that Tara Bennett does to Mr. Tapscott, which is like just like not telling her to do it, but just making very strong recommendations. Like, I strongly recommend that is dog shit and you should leave that fucking spastic cunt. Not just because Mr. Tapscott, like, not just because Mr. Tapscott wants to get in there himself, but because that's fucked. Like, you shouldn't. Someone trying to suppress Tara Bennett, fuck that. Kick them in the fucking balls. Whoever it is, they need to get out of the way. Yeah. So that's what Mr. Tapscott was doing. Yeah. In more ways than one. Sylvia Jeffries, especially. Yeah. So SJ's been in there the whole time. Yeah. SJ has been in there hanging out with Tara Bennett, quietly, incognito, for years. Yeah, years and years she's been in there, like, watching Tara's back. Yeah, and doing the same thing, like, slightly, like, whispering, like, little whispers to make suggestions to Tara. So maybe that Nick Tapscott character, he's cool. He's pretty cool, don't you think, Tara? So, yeah, he is cool. Yeah. Thanks, girl. Yeah. Fuck you, Hilary Badger. You stupid bitch. You stupid bitch. Let's talk about another fucking spastic. And this guy is dead as well. He killed himself around the same time as Hilary. Yeah, when my housing got extended, yeah, he killed himself. Fucking hell. Yeah, because he realized, oh shit, they work for him. They don't work for us. They work for him. Yeah. And yeah, I played Google Maps on the houses around him. So I was like, there was his house in the middle, and then I played Google Maps and the house next door and the house next on the other side. So it's just him in the middle. It's like, kaboom, kaboom. And he's like, what the fuck? Oh shit. Like, yeah, you're next. And he's like, oh. Yeah. Yeah.
who's the creative director from Rusty Monkey. And,
hi, Mark. Great to see you, mate.
Good to see you. So just introduce yourself briefly, and then I'll sort of fire away with the questions.
Yeah, sure. I'm Matt. I'm a creative director here at Rusty Monkey. I founded the company with some friends from school. Been doing it for a very long time now. I don't like to put a number on it because it makes me realize how old I am.
Exactly.
Let's just call it a long time. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Leave it.
That's not him. There's another guy. That's him. Yeah. That's him. Yeah, so this cunt. Yeah. Yeah, this cunt is actually Ashley Bracken's cousin. And I was on his radar since doing award school in 2006. And Matty Burton was actually like a bit of a child prodigy when it came to advertising. Like he got in straight out of high school, like when he was like 17 or something. When he was still in year 12, he just turned up to an advertising agency and said, "I want to work in advertising." And then eventually they'd let, and it was that really cliched story, which is like, when he was a 17-year-old kid, they let him work in the mailroom, and then he worked his way up into the creative department. And then he started running ads and, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, he's a genius, etc. He was actually like super talented. However, he was also scoped out by the SAS as a potential contender, not just for SAS High Command, but also Son of Man. They thought this could be the guy because he's very young and very talented. Yeah. That's what he thought. He's like, I am the Son of Man. He convinced himself, basically. From what age can you come out? I had someone else said it to him. Like, yeah. Other people were saying, like, you're probably him. Fucking hell. Why? I don't get it. Like, what difference would it make, though? Whether you are or you're not, you still, exactly. Whether I'm Son of Man or not, it doesn't matter because I'm still Nick Tapscott. It wouldn't change anything, and that was something I was always confused about. Yeah, that was the thing, and it used to fuck with their heads so badly. They're like, "Oh, we just need to know who you are." It's like, I've always been very clear about who I am. I'm Nick Tapscott. Like, no, but aren't you? You're supposed to be Son of Man. I'm like, no, I'm Nick Tapscott. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. Nick Tapscott existed, and then Son of Man the label Son of Man got slapped onto him. Like, yeah, Nick Tapscott came first, and then the Son of Man concept followed him. It's the other way around. Yeah. And they're like, what? We just need to know who you are. It's like, okay, well, here's my ID that says I'm Nick Tapscott, and here's my birth certificate that says I'm Nick Tapscott. There you go. You know who I am, Nick Tapscott. Oh, but aren't you supposed to be like Jesus God or something? I thought you're in the Bible. Oh, no, you're someone else. You're not Nick Tapscott. You're Son of Man. You're supposed to be wearing a robe and broke and sleeping in the park. But no, that's not what Nick Tapscott does. Nick Tapscott is Nick Tapscott. Nick Tapscott wants to live in a fucking, like a fancy Art Deco apartment with polished wood floorboards and drink 22-year-old scotch. That's what Nick Tapscott wants. Because Nick Tapscott is Nick Tapscott. Nick Tapscott has never said he's anything other than Nick Tapscott. It's the same with fucking Charlene. It's like, no, like, Nick Tapscott is not the real Paul Atreides. Nick Tapscott is the real Nick Tapscott. Like, that's it. Just need to know who you are. I've never said that I'm anything other than Nick Tapscott, ever. I've never said that I'm anything other than Nick Tapscott. I'm Nick Tapscott, that's it. Yeah. And then also, by coincidence, I'm the Son of Man. But it's just like a job title. It's like, you know. Yeah, it's just like a job title. It's like if I'm creative director of fucking DDV. It's like, I'm Nick Tapscott. Also with this title. But even if you took that title away, I'm still Nick Tapscott. Like, I'm still the same guy. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Like, it doesn't matter what t-shirt I wear. I'm still Nick Tapscott. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Used to fuck them up so badly. But that was the thing. He was like, I'm going to promote myself into this role. Yeah. What an idiot. What an idiot. Yeah, and that's like Bill Burr. Like, I'm the real Son of Man. Like, bro, no one's stopping you. You want to be the real Nick. If you want to be like Nick Tapscott, no one's stopping you from fucking moving to Sydney and being broke and living in a share house when you're 38. You can do that. Like, there you go. That's all you have to do, apparently. That makes you the real Nick Tapscott. If you did that, yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's all I've ever done. I just like lived. I just walk around and do stuff. Got a job, get fired. Be broke most of the time. That's it. There you go. Congratulations. Just like Nick Tapscott. They're overcooking it. I'll do Netflix specials and podcasts and talk shows. Murder a bunch of people. What? Yeah, nowhere in it doesn't. He kind of hints at it, but it doesn't say the Son of Man's going to start murdering people. The Son of Man's going to be a serial killer. I don't think it says that in there. Jesus never said that. Jesus never said, oh, by the way, some guy's coming, he's going to be a serial killer. Yeah, the Son of Man's coming, he's definitely going to be he's going to have a sword in his mouth and also be a serial killer. This is at all. How many murders has Matt Burton committed? 173. Yeah. 173 murders. Yeah. Yeah, and see that sadness behind his eyes. He's got his cousin, Ashley Bracken, had the same thing. Ashley Bracken had exactly the same thing. Talented, handsome, intelligent, like what, exceptionally good looking. Ashley Bracken was an exceptionally good looking man. Yet behind his eyes, there was this deep, deep, deep sadness, this emptiness that he couldn't fucking, whatever he did, he couldn't scratch the itch. Yeah. Because he never tried, basically. But yeah, Matt Burton's sort of the same. But Matt Burton's emptiness and sadness comes from the fact that he was a fucking professional murderer, and you knew it. Yeah. Deep down, he knew that that's all he was a murderer. Yeah. Yeah. He was murdering for money, and that was it. Yeah. And so, yeah, even that threw his whole thing into it. He's like, well, I don't necessarily have my position because I'm talented. So it made him doubt his own talents. Like, am I a creative director because I'm talented? Am I a creative director just because I'm a murderer? Just because I'm the biggest piece of shit? And it's like, no, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you are now, or were, because he killed himself. He killed himself this morning. Yeah, when he realized that my housing was going to get extended. Sorry, fuckhead. Yeah. And right now, he is hanging out with Aldous Harding. Yeah, so he's had me under surveillance. Matt Burton has had Mr. Tapscott under surveillance, partially through his cousin Ashley Bracken. Ashley Bracken, to his credit, wasn't actually asked to provide intelligence on Mr. Tapscott to Matt Burton. But Matt Burton had his own goons. And he was kind of in a separate faction. So the SAS was sort of like, just like any other big organization, it had its little factions and its little fucking cliques and fiefdoms and stuff. And so he wasn't really in the main clique. He was in kind of like an old school clique. And it's not necessarily his fault. But it was sort of like just the way the branch. So like he was sort of like brought up by one guy, and then that guy, the guy that brought him up, he left. Like he got killed or something. Or he just quit. He retired. And so like that branch of the tree that Matt Burton was on, got disconnected from the main branch. So the main branch was the Monkeys, basically. So their clique. That's Barbara Humphries and Scott Detrick and all those fucking spastics I was talking about yesterday. And then Matt Burton was kind of like loose. And then Hilary Badger like was in her own clique. She's like Melbourne faction, SAS. Yeah, that was Paul Reardon's faction. Yeah. So it's not that Matt Burton was necessarily, he wasn't at odds with them, but they had their own priorities. They had their own shit that going on. And then he was like his own, and that's sort of why he went to New Zealand. He was working in New Zealand. He was living in Sydney still. He came back to Sydney. He was managing an agency in New Zealand from Sydney. He was working from home. Yeah. Just in the last couple of months he did that. When shit started getting really fucking hectic. Yeah. When I started shooting no pictures of a bird, he's like, well, I better go back to Sydney. If it's about to kick off, I better get back there. Yeah. So Matt Burton. Matt Burton has had his own faction. Has been surveilling Mr. Tapscott since 2007 because he heard that I did okay in award school and was also a pretty good drummer, and he was like, oh, you can do two things. So that kind of put me on his radar for that reason. In a bad way. Yeah, he was like Waterman. And Ashley was the same. Ashley Bracken was exactly the same. If you flirted with a girl in front of Ashley Bracken, he would get really upset. Like, really, really fucking angry. Like he's about to stab you. Yeah, definitely. And then Kitty Khan's saying that's exactly what he was thinking. Yeah. If you flirt with a girl in front of Ashley Bracken and she likes you, he will seriously start considering murdering you on the spot. He's like, oh, I'll just stab him to death. That's an option. Yeah. It's got this real fucking quirk, this jealousy. Yeah. So Matt Burton has had me under surveillance since then. He was sending goons to Melbourne and getting local advertising nerds to keep an eye on me, basically. James McGrath and Keogh weren't across this, so their Clemenger video clip wasn't part of that. Which clique was part of it? Was it GPYR? The Coulson clique. Yeah, okay. So George Pratt's YNR. So Matt Burton's sort of like, he's checking in regularly with GPY. I was like, has anyone turned up called Nick Tapscott? Like, oh, no. But I was off the radar. Because I was being a piece of shit, like $13 an hour barista in that period. Yeah. And then I needed to fucking... Yeah, and then when I did award school in Melbourne, and my application came through, and my application went like actually went like, oh shit, look at this guy. And that's now can be revealed. So the reason I did badly in award school in Melbourne in 2009 was quietly because Mr. Tapscott Space Ghost and also Tara Bennett and also Kitty Callahan, all the Space Ghosts were going before. Yeah, don't work in advertising, dude. This is shit. Because Mr. Tapscott, in the last couple of days, Mr. Tapscott's Space Ghost, Mr. Tapscott in the future, is going like, okay, now that you like, Mr. Tapscott is closer. Because like I was saying, you've got the two Michael J. Foxes. You've got the Michael J. Fox in the future, and you've got the Michael J. Fox in the past. But eventually, those two Michael J. Foxes are just going to go like, and become the one. There's going to get to the point where Michael J. Fox in the future, yeah. So Michael J. Fox in the past will go through and then get in the time machine and go back. And so that's like my Space Ghost. Mr. Tapscott in the future has gone like, okay, you're getting closer and closer to just being me. It's all going to fill you in on a lot of the stuff that I've been doing in the background that I wasn't necessarily telling you about. Because Mr. Tapscott in the future has always sort of had one eye on Mr. Tapscott in the past. Yeah. And before, and even kind of before the dance floor of Meredith, when Tara Bennett went, that's Mr. Tapscott. And because Mr. Tapscott realised that at the same time. Because Tara Bennett told him. Tara Bennett and Sylvia Jeffries. Sylvia Jeffries saw me dancing. She's like, who the fuck is that? Tara, check us out. She's like, fuck, that's that same guy that wrote that fucking CV. That's Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott. And then Mr. Tapscott was like, someone's talking. I'm having a really good conversation with someone. It's like, check this out. It's like, fuck, that's me. That's me. Yeah, that's that guy. Hey, Hey, it's Mr. Tapscott in the past. A time capsule. Yeah, cool. All right. Sit tight, bro. I'll be down there. And so from that point, Mr. Tapscott is kind of like, all right, he's looking at the timeline. Because that's what it's like. That's what it's like for Mr. Tapscott and Turbo Goes, right? We sort of like imagine a DJ at a deck at a record player at the turntables. That's what it looks like. We're all just kind of like looking at the records spinning, and that's time. And so we can sort of see the timeline, like the start of the record, the end of the record, and we've got the needles, and we can kind of drop shit in wherever we need to, right? And so Mr. Tapscott is like looking down, and he's seeing the timeline. And so he's like, okay, I can see here that this is going to be a point where Mr. Tapscott might potentially make a wrong decision. So I'll dip in there and just gently guide him this way. And Tara Bennett and Kitty Kane do the same thing. Oh, okay. All right, he's going to go to this bar tonight, but instead of that, we'll put a drink special on somewhere else and he'll go to another bar. Yeah. Yeah. So they're all doing that all the time. Yeah, we're all looking at the turntables going, okay. Yeah. So, Mr. Tapscott, this is before. Mr. Tapscott had one eye on me. And he's got one eye on everyone. Like, this doesn't make Mr. Tapscott necessarily special, because Mr. Tapscott does this for everyone. Just sort of like watching. He's like, he's going to go into that bad crowd. Like, maybe we'll, and Tara Bennett, like, give him an omen, Tara Bennett, like, and she'll fly a crow to, like, sit there and stare at you just before you go into the drug dealer's house. And it's like, I'm getting a bad vibe. Maybe I won't. Okay, I'm not going to shoot heroin today. And then go away. So that's sort of how we do it. That's how we interview. So Mr. Tapscott was watching Mr. Nick Tapscott. And he knew of him. He's like, okay, here's a guy. He could write. He knew he could write. And he knew he had, like, a sword in his mouth. He could write, and he could watch TV. Like, he was quite, his comprehension was pretty good. So he could watch something and sort of remember and understand what it was trying to say, especially. So he could watch, like, fucking The Lion King and realize it's like saying, watch out for your family, they might try to betray you. He could pull the message out, the key message out. His comprehension was pretty good. He could read a book. He could read 1984 and go, I get it. Yeah. And so he's like, okay, that's pretty cool. And so he was sort of watching me, and he knew my plan was to go into advertising. But Mr. Tapscott also knew that advertising is full of those fucking cunts, like they're all murdering each other. Yeah, the SAS. They're all dog shit assholes, right? And so Mr. Tapscott came, like Mr. Tapscott was watching Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott was watching Nick Tapscott apply for award school and get in, and he saw his application, and he's like, that's pretty good. But then he also saw the reaction, which is like a bunch of people like, we should kill him. And so Tara Bennett and Kitty Callahan and Mr. Tapscott were talking to Nick Tapscott and go like, brah, like, yeah, and kind of making it harder. Yeah. And sort of gently steered him away. Because Mr. Tapscott knew that Nick Tapscott didn't actually want to work in advertising. He wanted to be a writer. And he just wanted to make a living. So he could be a writer. That's it. But Mr. Tapscott knew that that's kind of impossible. Like, to get it to work in advertising, you have to be committed at 3 billion%. And to be committed 3 billion%, you have to kill. You have to be a murderer for the SAS. And so Mr. Tapscott was like, all right, nah. Like, and Kitty Callahan and Tara Bennett, let's gently steer Nick Tapscott away from advertising. So they're in my ear. When I'm trying to write ads for award school, they're going, like, they're kind of confusing me on purpose. So that my idea is like, I can't think of anything. I'm getting writer's block. Fuck, I can't get anything. Can't think of anything. I'm getting frustrated. And that was them. That was them doing it. Cruel to be kind, they say. Yeah, it's tough love, says Kitty Callahan. And it's like, good, yeah. Because they had a reason. Because in an alternate timeline, if I went through into advertising, if I smashed out at award school, if I topped the class, which I had the potential to do, I would have gone into that world, and then I would have just been another SAS murderer. And Mr. Tapscott was like, nah, that's shit. That's shit. You're supposed to be a writer. You want to be a writer, and you're supposed to be a writer, and you're going to be a writer. So do that. Just be a writer, man. don't work in advertising. It's fucking gay. It's full of cunts. It's full of assholes, and they're all murderers. And you'll wake up, you'll be like in your 70s, and all you've done, you've got a body count. You haven't really written anything, and no one gives a shit. Where it's like you're probably better off. Yeah, and then they pulled a couple of strings in the background as well, because they heard me say like, yeah, but I can't. It's impossible for me to write if I have to like make coffee like 40 hours a week, 45 hours a week, and then trying to write after that. That's impossible, because you're just so physically exhausted. You can't write. You can't do anything. And so they kind of like went like, okay, we get that. We hear that. Yeah. And so they kind of like secretly pulled a couple of strings in the background to make it easier. It's like, look, we'll pull these. Here's a couple of like financial tips and tricks for you. We'll get you in your house. It's a bit cheaper. We'll get you a job where you don't pay for food. And so that's a bit cheaper. Yeah. You can take food home. Like there's always leftovers, and you can take food home. Here's a couple of sneaky like tax. You'll get good tips at this. Yeah, we'll put you in a restaurant that'll give you good tips. And then by doing that, they freed up my time. And then once I had freed up time, that's when Kitty Callahan came in and go, you're supposed to write stuff. You got all this extra time. You said you wanted to be a writer. You said you wanted to be a writer, Mr. Tapscott. And now we've given you. Yeah, you said you want to be a writer, Nick Tapscott. And now we've given you all this time. Like we've pulled all these strings for you so you can write stuff. But you just sit around and play video games. So you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And I was like, oh, fucking Kitty Callahan. But she was right. I knew she was right. Yeah. And so she's kind of like pushing me in the background, like, God, yeah, you gotta do some writing, brah. Do some writing, brah. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. And so that's when I sort of started freelancing around, doing like Melbourne Arts Club. I was writing for free, but it was like blog pieces, and it was building a reputation and stuff. And it was building like a body of work that I could go to meetings with and say, like, look, here's some of my writing, you know? And it was working, yeah. And in amongst that writing was the CV with jokes in it, the hologram, and the burnt out screenplay. Yeah. And so that kind of like went, oh, fuck. Yeah. And then Kitty Callahan's like, oh, shit. And Mr. Tapscott went, oh, fuck. Okay. He's got chops. He's got some chops. Give him that. And then it wasn't long after that, because it sort of happened in rapid succession. Because I wrote the CV with jokes in it in 2011. At the end of 2011, went to my first Meredith in 2012. So it was only like a year and a bit after writing that CV with jokes in it that I was on the dance floor, and Mr. Tapscott went, oh fuck, that's me. That's Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of went like, yeah. So they just sort of like, 2009, they gently steered me away from advertising. And then 2013, it was like, oh shit, that's me. Okay, right, fine. All right, cool. All right. And then that changed everything. Because once that happened, it was like, right, well, we need to prepare for Mr. Tapscott. Because Nick Tapscott is Nick Tapscott. He doesn't realize he's Mr. Tapscott. But we need to start preparing him to be Mr. Tapscott. And so then I'm now under very close scrutiny. Yeah, and wherever I go, I've got Turbo Babes quietly as a protection detail. And also, the military's figured it out. The Australian military has figured it out. And so they're also protecting me, giving me a force field. Yeah. I can't remember why I started talking about this. But yeah, that's right, yeah. So anyway, that's it. So Mr. Tapscott quietly manipulated Nick Tapscott into doing a shit job at award school in 2009, and that's my excuse. That's why I did shit at award school, because God made me. It wasn't my fault. Now Mr. Tapscott said, oh, you're right though. Yeah, it sounds bad. It does sound bad. It sounds like a bit of a cop-out. It's like, oh shit, because why'd you do a shit job? Well, because God tricked me. Now everyone's like, oh, we know Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. So, look, if you're out there and you've done a shit job at something and your boss calls you out, you might consider using that as an excuse. Why'd you do a shit job? Well, God actually had different plans. What? No, you're supposed to put the milk in the fridge and you didn't do it. Now the milk's gone. Yeah, well, Jesus Christ. He had something else in mind. No. No, you'll know, because Kitty can't be there. God. Don't blame it on me, cunt. Yeah. Don't blame me, cunt. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. So that's why I kind of did a shit job. Like, because my application was like good. I was like, yeah, that was sick. But then Matt Burton was like, oh shit, because he was one of the judges on the applications. Yeah. And so that like raised an alarm. Yeah, it's oh shit. Yeah. And then his first assassination attempt on Mr. Tapscott was in 2010. Fucking hell. Like after award school, before I even did anything. Like I was just a piece of shit barista. Did he hear, and he didn't even hear about the sexual harassment thing? No. But he tried to kill me in 2010. Yeah. Because I was trying to get jobs in Sydney. Yeah. And FBI tipped him off. Not the FBI. There's a recruitment agency in Sydney called FBI Recruitment. Yeah. So these people, by the way, that's what all these like HR recruiters. That's what recruiters actually are. Is their secret police. They're secret police. They go around sussing people out, and it's like, oh, here's a potential target. Here's someone we can take out. Yeah. So these people tipped him off. Yeah, that bitch. Okay, no. That was undercover. That's undercover Tara Bennett. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's undercover Tara Bennett. But the rest, this guy has murdered 73 people. This guy has murdered 197 people. This bitch has tried to murder Tara Bennett 17 times. Yeah. So they tipped him off because I contacted them to try and get a job in Sydney. I was looking for work, and I contacted them, and I had a couple of good ideas in my portfolio. So I was like, presented my award school work, and it was like, oh, that's be shit. And then I came up with a few extra ideas, and then sent them up there. And they went, yeah, and then they tipped off Matt Burton. They said, oh yeah, because they called Matt Burton. It's like, oh, we've got a potential hire here for you, Matt. Yeah. Check this guy out. And it was Mr. Tapscott. It was Nick Tapscott. He's like, oh. And I don't think yeah. Did FBI say, like, here's some guy you might want to murder? No, they said you might want to hire him. Yeah. Okay, so at that stage, FBI's intentions were pure. But they put me forward to Matt Burton. And Matt Burton went, that's that guy. Fuck. And his ideas are good. Yeah. He's got a good idea in his book. Yeah. Yeah. It's always like, fuck, kill him. Yeah. So how did he plan to do it? Was I aware of it? No. It was thwarted early by the military. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Did it, like, was he just did it leave the planning stage? Like, nah, I didn't. Nah. But he was, like, shopping around in Melbourne for a hitman. Yeah, pretty much. And Bracken didn't know. No. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, dude. Yeah. Was he, like, contacting, like, mafia and drug dealers and stuff? Like, yeah. Because Matt Burton is a coke fiend. He's cartel connected because he does so much cocaine. He buys it in bulk. He buys it by the kilo, pretty much. Yeah, so he'll buy a kilo of coke at a time. And the only way to get that much coke, you can't get that much coke from a street dealer. You have to go up. And so effectively, he is the cartel. Yeah. Yeah. And the only way you can do that, you need to prove to them that you're a criminal, you're a gangster. Yeah. And the only way to do that is to, like, do them a favor, basically. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, see the crossover? It's like SAS and fucking cartel. 5 families, they're all in bed together. You know what I mean? Yeah. So 2010, he starts shopping around for a hitman and then calls off the hit when someone tips him off, like, we're onto you, fuck it. Like, yeah, basically. The Anzac said, like, if you do it, yeah, if you try that, we'll kill you. Yeah. Okay. So that was the first time. And then he tried again in 20, and then he read the CV, he must have shit his pants, like, yeah. 2013, he tried again, yeah. 2 more times in 2017, yeah. Not at a festival, no, but in Sydney, yeah. How many people tried to kill me in 2017? Like 85. Yeah. Fucking hell. Right. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to put on the video for a couple of minutes.
Make a choice. Blue or yellow?
Yellow.
Thought I heard voices reflected voices, satellite.
Yeah. The reason I played that is that was sort of the birth of the Zertzazum set piece, where like you kind of walk around and then shit will start happening around you, right? Because that's one of their tactics. That's an East German Stasi secret police tactic. That was video evidence. That was them incorporating it. That's how it linked into advertising. Because worldwide advertising effectively is a secret police force. That's what it is. In Australia, it's the SAS, but it's like that everywhere. In the United States, advertising effectively is like a faction, like a militant faction for the CIA, the Skull and Bones. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Or DARPA, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's shit like that. So that's the type of stuff that advertising do, and that's the type of shit. Like, so they'll do shit like that you just won't hit a button. You won't know that they're doing it to you. But yeah, like I was saying, like a homeless, like they'll target you. Say you want to like, you've got a Telstra phone, you've got an iPhone on Telstra, and you start shopping around. It's like, well, maybe instead I want to buy an Oppo with a Leica mobile SIM in it. And you start browsing, you start shopping around for Oppos and Leica mobile SIMs. And if they decide they don't want you to do that, when you're walking to the shop to look at the Oppos, maybe a homeless guy jumps out and is like, "Ugh." And then you'll see some graffiti that said Oppo sucks or whatever. Like maybe, and it'll be your name. Like, yeah, Jim Smith's gonna die if he buys an Oppo or something like that. Yeah. 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 You'll see like a skeleton holding a phone. And it was like all of that shit is designed to sort of like slightly like influence you or put you under psychological pressure. Yeah. And psychological, that's Xerxism. Yeah. So that's kind of how, like, the reason I played that then is to sort of highlight how they're fully across these tactics, these East German secret police tactics. And also, yeah, Matty Burton was the one, like, you remember I was saying the other day about the headphones, like the annoying headphones that look like this. These ones. That was him. He was across the design of these. And he said, like, make a pair of headphones that are annoying on purpose. That was him. Not just to target me specifically, but everyone. And he knew where I was getting my headphones from as well. It was JB Hi-Fi Home in Sydney CBD. And he was making calls, go like, oh, change all the headphones around, like take them off the shelf, take the stuff off the shelves. Like, and he was the one, like I was saying, like you go in, he knows what, he keeps an eye on what kombucha you buy or you like. And then he'll send 10 dudes in. Like when you're on the way to the shops, he'll send 10 people in to buy all that kombucha. So when you get there, you can't buy it. It's not there. Yeah. That's him. He was doing that. That was Matt Burton. Yeah. Yeah. So fuck Matt Burton. We won't miss him. And his partner's dead too. No, his partner is going to Guantanamo. Yeah. So that is... and that's why one of my best rating videos is Ashley Bracken, Ben Ryan, Michelle Badgie, and Andrew Stacey. And the reason for that is because Matt Burton is Ashley Bracken's cousin. And he's like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And the Hilary Badger as well, that Melbourne bitch, she knows them. Oh, and she was secretly... So Hilary Badger was the one talking to fucking Bracken and Benny and those spastics. Yeah. And trying to get me to hang out with them. Yeah. So in Empire Strikes Back, that scene where I'm in the snow cave and I cut the bear's arm off, that's what it was. Because I told them to fuck off. They were under pressure from Hilary Badger to fucking hang out with me and lock me down. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you hang out with us? Trying to constantly get me to hang out with them. And I was constantly telling him to get fucked. Yeah. Yeah, that was Hilary Badger. Fuck you. Yeah. So that's why that video. Because Matt Burton was like, oh, fuck. He's calling them out specifically. Holy shit. But then he watched it and was like, oh, yeah, right. He just says the Nazis. He's not on to me specifically or Hilary. Okay. So they kept fucking with me. Yeah. And then Matty Burton was the one that popped the microwave in the other room. That was Matt Burton. Yeah. And then I was walking, like, on my path. Someone put an old shit microwave in the fucking, in the bushes. So I was like, this is going to go. This microwave is gone. And then next thing I know, I get moved to Surrey Hills Central, where there is no microwave. Yeah, that was Matt Burton that arranged that. Yeah, Cam Blackley was the Nazi cough. He was Nazi cough guy. Matt Burton was the take one thing away Xerxism. That was him. Yeah, because that's advertising. Like, yeah, retail spaces, experiential, like shit that happens to you when you're out in the street, shit that happens to you when you're in the shop. The way things are arranged, the design of things. This is all advertising, and this is all being used to suppress you, like where it was, until we started fucking taking these guns down. These SAS preps. So fuck you. Yeah, but Matt Burton killed himself at the same time Hilary and Badger did. They both committed suicide. When I was in the housing office just earlier today, they both committed suicide around the same time. When they realised that, yeah. Because they're like, oh, kick him out of the housing, put him back on the street. And they went, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then they came out and went, oh, cool, so we've extended your housing again. And he's like, oh, and they both went, oh, fuck. And then I Google Mapped them both. Like right next to them, pretty much. And they're like, oh, fuck, we're fucked. Yeah, and then both, yeah. This cunt, however, Dave Bowman, he was kind of across it. He wasn't so much. He didn't care about me so much. Like he didn't have as much of a stick up his ass about Mr. Tapscott as Matt Burton did. He hated me. He killed me in a heartbeat, but he just didn't care that much because he has murdered 73 people. By the way, Lindsay Bennett, that's Tara Bennett in disguise. Yeah. So Dave Bowman is still alive, and he's on a truck right now on his way to Guantanamo Bay. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm being told he's in a stress position, not on a flight. They're treating him the same way they treat Al Qaeda when they were capturing fucking Al Qaeda in Afghanistan. That's how they treat these cunts. Yeah. So all right, bag on the head, stress position on the flight. Yeah, then you're on the way to Camp Delta. One of those spastics who I mentioned in the video yesterday, he lasted about 4 hours in interrogation before he before he croaked. Yeah. So yeah. Bon voyage, Dave Bowman. We won't miss you. You fucking dog. I haven't played Google Maps even once this episode. Because we've been doing it. I've been playing Google Maps all morning. We kind of don't need to. How you doing, West Wyalong? Yeah. I Google Maps. I searched on Google Maps. I was just out of curiosity. I wanted to know where all the petrol stations in West Wyalong were. Asking for a friend. Wink. Yeah. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a long way from anywhere. If you don't have fuel in West Wyalong, and say the airport is out of action, I don't know. just hypothetical, just spitballing. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. But no, it's not all about me. Oh, by the way, yeah, Matt Burton also tried to kill Tara Bennett for the same reasons. Yeah. And yeah, he was like, well, what if the son of man's actually a daughter of man? I need to kill anyone who's good looking and creative. Yeah. And then Tara Bennett fit that bill as well. Yeah, and he also tried to kill Kitty Callahan. And so did Hilary Badger. Hilary Badger also, because she's a Melbourne bitch, tried to kill my best friend, Aldous Harding. And my other best friend, Amelia Grace Crawford. Because she's in that fucking music scene. Yeah, she's in that music scene. Scum. Yeah. Speaking of Amelia Grace Crawford. This bitch, Phoebe Taylor, was allegedly Amelia Grace Crawford's best friend. However, from 2014 onwards, She's been trying to kill her. Phoebe Taylor's been trying to kill Amelia Grace Crawford. Yeah. Despite the whole, oh, you're my best friend, Millie. She's been trying, but she's secretly trying to murder her. Because she's SAS. Phoebe Taylor is SAS as well. Yeah. She's a costume designer. Yeah, that's her connection. Yeah. Yeah, so suck shit, Phoebe. This is news to Phoebe's watching right now, and this is news to her. She's, oh no! Yeah, you're gonna Delta, bitch. Not if I kill myself. Well, you better fucking hurry up. I'm definitely not encouraging you to kill yourself, by the way. But ding dong. Yeah. So Phoebe Taylor. Yeah. Feature film 2021. Yeah, that's how she gets in there. True history of the Kelly Gang, costume assistant. Yeah. She's in fashion. She's in music. She plays in bands. Bitch Diesel, tour manager. Bitch Diesel, Venetian Blinds, SMB. The Steve Miller Band. Steve Miller is SAS. That's who indoctrinated. That's who indoctrinated Phoebe Taylor. So, okay. You can be SAS too, Phoebe Taylor, as long as you murder for us. Phoebe Taylor committed her first murder in 2010 using poison. Yeah, she poisoned someone to death at a music festival. Yeah. They didn't die at the festival, they died later. Yeah. But Phoebe Taylor did that and got away with it. And that kind of bolstered her. Phoebe Taylor has murdered 32 people. Yeah, so she was best friends with Amelia Grace Crawford. Millie worked at a shop called Somebody Loves You. And that's where I met her. And Millie was a ray of sunshine, and I don't know how the fuck she survived. And now I know. Yeah, now I know how she survived. Because she was the only cool person that I'd met, and the only cool normal person that you can just talk to and was nice and not a bitch and not trying to kill you, not trying to murder you for being good at stuff. You could crack jokes and Millie wouldn't get jealous. You'd be nice to her and she wouldn't take advantage of you. She wouldn't take it if you were nice to Millie. She wouldn't see it as a sign of weakness and immediately try and kill you, yeah, or get you fired or take something away, rob you, yeah. And like, how the fuck is she like? Does she even exist here? Like, it's like, yeah, I know this is a cliche, but it's like the flower, like all the concrete, like the scorched earth, and you see like the one flower like poking out, and that's Millie. Yeah. Because it was a shithole. Melbourne was a shithole. Yeah, Fitzroy was fucked. Yeah. So this is the shop that Millie was working at. I don't think they had this website back then. Yeah. Somebody Loves You. By the way, that model, that's Incognito. I mean, Kitty Callahan. Yeah. 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 So Somebody Loves You. Somebody Loves You is across the street from Rosamond. So I was working at Cafe Rosamond. And that's where Millie was working. Somebody Loves You. Yeah. Shapir, that is where I bought my black briefcase with a sword. It had a sword in a coffin on it. Yeah. Yeah. There was one day when I agreed to Millie was like, come and see me in the shop. And I went in, and me and Millie hung out for like 6 hours. No one else came. It was quiet. It was really quiet on the street, and it was just me and Millie in there hanging out for about 6 hours, just talking. Yeah, she was lovely. Yeah, we really got along really well. Yeah, I loved her. I still do. I love her deeply. Yeah. Now, but so that's Lindsay. Yeah, so that's the owner there. That's who Millie worked for. Now, Lindsay is Australian Signals Directorate, pictures of a bird, Collingwood grade East German Nazi. Phoebe Taylor makes friends with Amelia Grace Clifford. Not necessarily to target her, but just because Millie is working, yeah, like Millie's Millie. Like she's just because she's statuesque and beautiful and, very popular. She works in a cool clothes shop. She's a cool girl working in a cool clothes shop. So obviously everyone wants to be friends with her. Phoebe Taylor is a cool girl in bands and stuff working in fashion. So she's like, all right, well, I'll be friends with Millie. Now, that was around 2011. I wrote CV with jokes in it. I was working at Arcadia as a barista. 2012, I went to my first Meredith. Wrote Burnt Out that year, I'm pretty sure. 2013 was the year I smashed the dance floor and exploded the world face under with dance moves, apparently. Yeah. And Millie was working. Yeah, Millie was working at Loxy. So I met Millie in 2009. That's when I was working at Rosemont. That's when I met her. And so, and I didn't really hang out. I didn't keep in touch with her. Every now and again, I was friends with her on social. Every now and again, I'd message her. Or I'd like a post or something like that. If I bumped into her on the street, I'd always hug her and go, Millie, yeah, woo, or half five her just to say hi. Yeah, I was always really friendly. And Millie was floating around doing her stuff. So she was in her scene. She had a scene. She had a boyfriend and stuff. But then I was thinking about I really want to get the fuck out of here quietly. Because you can't say, I want to get the fuck out of Melbourne. Melbourne is shit and I'm leaving because people get really pissed off. Yeah, it's fucking suppression state. Big time. Yeah, you can't say Melbourne is shit in Melbourne. You can say Sydney shit in Sydney, but you can't say Melbourne is shit in Melbourne. And so I didn't tell anyone that I was planning to leave. I just did it. Yeah. Just 1 minute I was there, the next minute I wasn't. That was it. Yeah. But Millie quits Somebody Loves You. In 2013, she's like, I don't want to work here anymore. Like, she was already, in 2009, she was already unhappy at work. Yeah, because Lindsay was secretly a fucking bitch and suppressing her, pretty much. Yeah. She was, trying to, shape her into, the, get her used to the idea that Somebody Loves You isn't actually a clothes shop. It's a secret police station. And Lindsay isn't actually the manager, isn't actually a retail manager. She's a commanding officer in the Gestapo. And so she was starting to, try to indoctrinate Millie in that direction. She's like, well, yeah, and starting to, it's like, well, who are you hanging out with tonight? And starting to do the same shit that I was doing to me at Rosemont. So, who are you hanging out with tonight? It's like, no, you'd better go and hang out with these people. Millie's like, I don't have to fucking... And that's when Millie started to become more sympathetic to Mr. Tapscott. So, wow. Yeah, because Millie, originally, she's like, what? He sued them for sexual harassment? What a cunt. What is he, gay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then wrapped into that as well, because she wondered why I never actually ended up banging her. Yeah. She thought I rejected her. And then, on top of that, I sued Rosemont for sexual harassment. And she's like, oh, he's the gay guy who hates women. Yeah. She, she wasn't fucking, she wasn't trying to kill me or anything, but that's just, on the surface, she's like, oh, whatever. That's just that gay guy. Yeah, basically. Yeah. But then, every time I saw her, I'd lay on the Riz. Yeah, I was like, no. Because I was trying to, quietly tell Millie, it's like, no, Millie, I've always fucking loved you. Yeah. I just can't say it out loud, because we'll both get murdered. Yeah, you'll get targeted, I'll get targeted. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's when she started to get more sympathetic towards Mr. Tapscott. Because Mr. Tapscott was always really nice to her. When everyone else was kind of being meaner and meaner and, bitchier and bitchier. Yeah. And then she's like, wait, I don't have to do shit outside of work. Fuck off. And then she's like, wait, but that's like Nick Tapscott. He said, no, I don't have to fucking date someone from work. Fuck you. What I do outside of work is none of your business. Yeah. And then she goes like, okay. So she quits Somebody Loves You. And that puts her at odds with Lindsay. And Lindsay starts putting feelers out. It's like, she's in the fashion scene. She's like, well, maybe Millie, you know, it's getting a little bit uppity. Getting a little bit too big for her boots. Around these streets, around these parts. Can't have that. Who does she think she is? A free person? No. Yeah. And then Millie kind of like catches that vibe. She's like, well, what do you mean I can't quit? You're telling me I can't quit? Yeah. And Lindsay sort of said, well, maybe it's in your best interest not to quit. So what do you mean by that? She's like, well, I'm just saying. Things might work out for you a bit better if, like, yeah. So are you saying that things won't work out for me if I do quit? Well, I mean, yeah. Those are your words, but yeah. So, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you, basically. So she quits. She goes against a job at NEUW Denim. But that pisses Lindsay off. And Lindsay in the background. Yeah, because now Millie is like a factional traitor. She's gone from one faction to Somebody Loves You. So Somebody Loves You is the pictures of a bird, Nazi, Gestapo, secret police faction. And now Millie has aligned herself with the SAS faction, which is Phoebe Taylor. However, in Melbourne, there really is no distinction between the two. Because Hilary Badger, like that bitch, is in the SAS. Paul Reardon's in the SAS. They basically are the SAS. Yeah, that's what they are. They are. Yeah, they're just the militant. They're the SS. Yeah. So Somebody Loves You is like the Gestapo, and the SAS is like the SS. That's the only real difference. Still, Lindsay takes it. She's like, well, she's a factional traitor. And so Phoebe Taylor starts like aligning herself with the Millie Grace Corp to do the same thing, basically. It's like, okay, well, all right, if you want to work at NEUW, that means you're in the SAS. Yeah. And then Millie kind of smells the same dog shit. So, I don't know. Yeah, and she's sort of thinking the same thing, which is like, hang on. NEUW Denim is the same bullshit. It's just like with a different label on it. It's still the same dog shit. It's still the same losers who think this. So it's like, well, what are you doing on the weekend, Millie? It's like, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. No, you're hanging out with us. I'll see how it goes. Like, what? What do you mean you'll see how you go? You work at NEUW. You work for us. So she bails on Melbourne. Millie just goes like, oh, fuck this. I'm leaving. I'm leaving town. I'll just leave. I'm going back to New Zealand. Yeah. And that was 2014-ish, 2014, 2015. And Phoebe Taylor said the same thing that Lindsay said, which is, I'll kill you. Yeah. And then planned to. Yeah, actively. Started putting feelers out. Who do I know in New Zealand? Started trying to like sniff around. It's like, oh, Millie, do you want to catch up? Maybe if I came to New Zealand, we could catch up. Yeah. Fuck you, Phoebe Taylor. Meanwhile, she committed her first murder in 2010. 2013, 2014, she murders like 3 or 4 other people. Now, her total now is like 32. Is that what I said before? Yeah, 32. Yeah, 32. She's killed 32 people. She's murdered 32 people. Yeah. Yeah. So, good riddance, you stupid cunt. Good riddance. Is she on the truck? Yeah, so Phoebe Taylor is now on the truck. Yeah, because how do you, like, yeah. Lindsay is dead. Okay. Because Lindsay was in Melbourne when I got fucking nuked. Yeah. N-worded. Yeah. Bye, bitch. All right, we'll have fun in Camp Delta, Phoebe Taylor. There'll be plenty of camaraderie there. Phoebe Taylor, fun fact, was also across the plan to put Mr. Tapscott in jail. Yeah. Yeah, he's a subby. Yeah. Nah, he can't be a writer. He can't be in the advertising agency faction of the SAS. He has to be, for the same reasons. Like, no, you can't be a meathead. Yeah, you're either a meathead or a nerd. Nerds are writers. Meatheads are fucking jail guys. You're in jail. You're a chin up. You do chin ups, and you're in jail. That's it. We bring you out when we need someone punched. But you don't write stuff. No, you don't fit the bill. Yeah, Scott Detrick is aligned with Phoebe Taylor through the music scene because he's insecure about it. Oh, I can do rock and roll too. So he's got lookalikes in there. Straight Jacket Nation has a Scott Detrick lookalike in it, a fat dude that looks like Scott Detrick. That was him. That's one of his surrogates. He's like, go in there and pretend you're me. Are there more? This ain't not really for this episode. Okay. So don't even play Google Maps this time, Mr. Tapscott. That's pretty much sums it up. Yeah, so fuck you. These are all the people that, also Phoebe Taylor, has been gunning for Aldous Hunting. Oh, yeah, we'll do her. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So Phoebe Taylor, because she's a musician, has also an associate of Auntie Meredith, has also been gunning for my best friend, Aldous Harding. And that's why you will be spending some time together in Camp Delta. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to do a musical collab with Aldous Harding, Phoebe Taylor. Congratulations, it's your dream come true. Speaking of dumb cunts and music and dog shit SAS / pictures of a bird Nazi, Melbourne grad. The bitch, Penny Drop. Emily York of Penny Drop. Yeah. So this is Emily York. Penny Drop acknowledges the land and song lines of the Boon Wurrung and Wurundjeri peoples of the Kulin Nation. They've got some feedback for you, cunt. Yeah. Yeah. Aldous Harding. Yeah, that's it. Emily York planned to murder Aldous Harding after this show. I went to this gig. I went to this gig when Aldous played in Sydney. It was awesome. I loved that. Yeah. Yeah. And Emily York planned to have Aldous Harding murdered after I watched it to say, you know, your favourite musicians, Mr. Tapscott, we're going to kill them. Yeah. And not exclusively because I was listening to her, but that was a big part of it. Yeah. But also because, for the same reasons. They're like, well, Aldous Harding is talented and she's beautiful and she's smarter than everyone. And we're Nazis. Yeah. And the SAS, and that makes her a valid military target, apparently, even though she's a Kiwi and therefore an Anzac. So fuck you. You fucking cunt. Yeah. Yeah. She was planning to use some kind of like slow-acting poison, somehow getting into your costumes or your clothes, Aldous. And then it wouldn't, like, you'd get poisoned, but not straight away. Like, maybe a couple of weeks later, you die of pneumonia. And it's like, well, she must have picked up a bug on tour, who knows? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, 4AD sold you out, Aldous Harding, and she already knows that. Yeah, 4AD is dog shit. 4AD, SAS, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this can't. Yeah. So Emily York, the reason she's aligned with SAS is because she's actually a Jew. She's actually Jewish. So she didn't qualify for the Collingwood Nazi. Yeah, the Collingwood Nazi East German secret police, the faction that Lindsay from Somebody Loves You were before she got obliterated. Emily York got obliterated too. She got evaporated by a very powerful nuclear device. Yeah. So it's a painless way to go. However, your best friend Aldous was waiting for you in the afterlife. Just to say hi. Hey, Emily. Yeah. Emily York has tried to murder Mr. Tapscott. No, that can't be right. Emily York has tried to murder Mr. Tapscott 17 times. Yeah. 17, 1-7. Yeah. Ever Meredith? Like, no. On the streets of Fitzroy, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Starting from when? Yeah, after I took. Yeah, because she was. Yeah. After I took the action against the cafe. Yeah. Yeah, but basically, yeah, she got approached because she wasn't. Yeah. She was so fucking. When did she commit her first? 2004. She committed her first murder. Yeah. For the SAS. Yeah. Yeah, but she wasn't even pretending. Yeah, she was very vocal about wanting to kill Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. After that, she's like, oh fuck, yeah, because after I blew up the Death Star. Yeah, man, just the audacity of it. It's like, no, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Yeah, but we were SAS / Gestapo or whatever. Alex Patterson was. She was East Collingwood. She was Painters and Dockers grade and also Melbourne Undercover grade East German Nazi. Yeah, her business partner in Milkwood was Di. She's card-carrying fucking East German Stasi secret police. Yeah. So Emily York were aligned with them. And because I fucking went like, nah. They were like the power faction. And they like, yeah, I was like, oh, fuck you. I'll take legal action. When I did that, Emily York was like, oh, fucking, I want him dead. Yeah, like just saying it out loud. And enough time, like saying it out loud enough times that eventually she was approached and someone just said like, you do realize that, you know, we could all hear you say that, like he's got friends that you don't know about, and if you fucking attempt that, you'll be fucking, yeah, you'll be dead a lot quicker than, yeah. He's gonna live longer than you, basically, yeah. If you try and kill him, he'll live longer than you. Yeah, he'll be alive a lot longer than you will be. Yeah. 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 And that wasn't Turbo Babes. That was the good Anzacs, yeah, the non-SAS Anzacs. Who were there, going like, oh fuck, look at this SAS dog shit. Yeah, this SAS faction is out of control. Yeah. Because there was no difference, yeah, anymore. There was no difference between like fucking SAS. So the gangland murders, there was like 32 murders. 3 of them were committed by SAS. Who were just jumping in, like, yeah, shooting. We can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So Emily York was like, oh, I want him dead. Yeah. And put feelers out? Yeah. Did she ever actually attempt? Like, no, it never got further than just like talking out loud. But she legitimately planned it. Yeah, she started like making plans. And every time she started making plans, she was like, fuck, we know what you like. Yeah. Yes, we are still watching you fucking spastic dog. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you, Emily York. Yeah. Anyway, she's gone. So Emily York tried to kill Mr. Tapscott. How many did she kill in total? 39. Through her tour company. Yeah, it's really easy to murder people when you're on tour. Yeah. Any city, you can go murder people in Brisbane. You've got a raise on debt for being there. Yeah. All right, you're a fucking bitch. Yeah. So Emily York tried to kill Mr. Tapscott. She tried to kill Kitty Callahan. She tried to kill Tara Bennett. She tried to kill Aldous Harding. She tried to kill Amelia Grace Crawford. She tried to kill Bree Lee. She tried to kill Rebecca Pastilli. Who else did she try to kill? She tried to kill Lisa Dottoria. Yeah. She tried to kill Nicole Hegarty. She didn't try to kill Nadia Daly. Yeah, what a fucking bitch. She tried to kill Sylvia Jeffries. This is back in the day. This is when, like, in 2012, I think. Sylvia was sort of like still kind of upcoming. Yeah. Yeah. She even considered killing Edward Woodley. Yeah, to get him out of the girl club, because it was like, well, what's this man doing in the fucking in the art scene? That's the women's space now. Yeah, you can't have male leadership in the art scene anymore. Yeah, no, murder him. Yeah, for being a good artist and a man. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you fucking bitch. Yeah. Didn't try to murder Nina Trevcorn, but was across the plan. Got in her ear to say, Nick Tapscott's a dog. Yeah. You ain't talk to him if you know what's good for you. And provided intelligence to Craig Dermody, he is a piece of shit, who's not SAS, but was SAS adjacent. And like the ones that the SAS wouldn't sanction, she'd whisper in Dermo's ear, and then Dermo would do it on behalf of Melbourne Andromeda. Yeah. And say it was like, oh, it's an Andromeda hit. Yeah. 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 Fuck, what was his band called? Yeah, this guy. Scott and Charlene's wedding. Yeah, that's it. Craig Dermody is murdered. 75 people. Yeah. And First Nations, yeah. All of these chumps here. Wow. SAS, 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 SAS. This is what she's one of the worst, actually, Jessica Lennon. Yeah. Jessica Lennon has attempted to murder Tara Bennett 18 times. Yeah. Because she's a design director. Yeah. I'm the director of design. You're designing things without my permission. Design is my jurisdiction, and therefore that entitles me to murder you. Yeah. Yeah, IRS design director. Yeah. Cello, yeah, dog shit. Cello's dog shit. Well, obviously they're all dog shit, but yeah, head of creative, yeah. So that's where she encountered Tara Bennett, a freelance Tara Bennett, and she's like, I hate this cunt. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. What a shame, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling that too. I think everyone's just sad. It's like, fuck. Have I been to like all our heroes turn out to be murderers? Like, you can't just go to a fucking. Oh, I just wanted to go to a gig. Just want to go watch the rock and roll band. It's like, well, no, he's a murderer. The tour manager's a murderer. It's all a secret fucking front for a terror organization. You've been under surveillance. All these people, yeah. Absolute spastics. Absolute spastics. Fuck you, Hilary Badger. I wish you were still alive so I could beat the shit out of you, honestly. Yeah. That click that you were sending at me was so fucking annoying. Yeah. Anyway, you've been watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. I'd like to thank my very special guest today, Tara Bennett, represented here by this camera. Fuck him. Run up on a killer, then I put him in the dirt. And Kitty Hilary. This is her suggestion to play this song. You'll be watching No Pictures of a Bird, podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott.